What's up, guys? It's the Angry Jackalope here. Rob Ricks, coming at you. Coming through your monitor, your screen, your phone, whatever, to fuck with your mind. Alright, last video I promised you guys I was going to give you a theory on God's plans. God's plan. Alright? So, I got to thinking one day, I was sitting around going, what the fuck, man? You know, God is all-knowing, all-powerful, and He created this scenario that we live in. And I said, you know, it kind of bothers me that we are victims of choices, bad decisions sometimes that can adversely affect us, and it makes it very difficult to learn life lessons or things of that nature off a bad fucking decision. And we're kind of plagued with, fuck, what if I made that left instead of a right, blah, blah, blah. And before we get into this theory, I got a quick little story for you. So one day, me and the wife were heading down to San Jose, okay? Heading down to San Jose to go to a client's location, C.H. Reynolds, I think is where we were going. Anyway, we're driving, and this red fucking car cuts me off. I gotta slam my fucking brakes, and I'm all, fuck you, fucking asshole. So anyway, I missed the light, that fucker's going, and I'm like, son of a bitch, right? So we're driving, guess what the fuck? Okay, check this shit. We're driving, same red car, plowed. And I was like, holy shit. If that motherfucker hadn't cut me off, I would have been exactly at that spot, and I would have got plowed by that motherfucking car. Okay? It's like sliding doors shit. Like, what? Anyway, there's two pieces to this God plan. First one was, I made an observation a long time ago about deja vu. And if you look up deja vu, they say that's just a brain doing a hiccup. You're experiencing something and it, oh, this is so familiar. I've done this, I've seen this, whatever. Bullshit. That does not explain when I'm 9 years old, I'm having a weird dream about some bald-headed dude talking to me and everything else, and I'm like, who the fuck is that guy, and who are these people that are my fucking friends? And I'm just blown away. Who the fuck are these people, right? Fucking 20 years later, I'm sitting in a meeting, there's a fucking bald-headed dude, and I'm like, oh my god, deja fucking vu, this is my dream, right? I was getting grilled, I was having a shitty day, and I thought to myself, maybe deja vu is our brain's way of keeping us fucking cool. So something good, something bad, something extreme happens, the signal goes out, it's faster than time, goes back, hits our subconscious mind, and we go, oh, that was a weird dream, whatever. Then when it happens, we're like, oh, deja vu, our body and our brain subconscious goes, oh yeah, we were ready for this, we're good for this, don't trip out. So I originally thought that's what deja vu is. Now I'm going to modify that slightly with this next part here, okay? So, God creates everything, right? But He's got to have a way for us to learn. So here's my thought, okay? Stay with me. Every time we come to a life-altering branch, okay, the decision, should I do this? Should I do that? If it's something that has some ramifications, okay, what happens is there's a divergent timeline, okay? So that it splits and it continues in parallel. But instead of this, it does this. Creates branches, okay? These branches in these divergent timelines, okay? Think of those as threads. Well, sometimes the threads overlap. Now, this timeline here might be further ahead on something, and it might be similar enough where the people that are in it are going, oh, blah, 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 and as it overlaps, then maybe we're getting glimpses of it while we're sleeping. That could explain deja vu, okay? Anyway, stay with me. So we go back. Creates divergent timelines, okay? Now, these divergent timelines, intertwine with other people in our lives, their branching timelines. Okay? So, here's an example. I've got a friend. He was born with spinal bifida. Okay? Now, that could have been a direct result of something his parents might have done, but maybe in divergent timelines, they did something different, and he was not born with spinal bifida. Okay? I have another friend who has epilepsy. Maybe in a divergent timeline, he didn't have epilepsy. Now, stay with me. This will make more sense as we get going along here. So, let's just take a fictitious Rob Ricks, right? So, Rob Ricks decides at one point, he's presented with an opportunity. Do you go in the military or you don't go in the military? In this timeline that I am currently inhabiting, I decided to not go in the military. Okay? So I live my life, I go this way, I end up with guns and knives eventually because for whatever reason I'm drawn to them. Okay? And time goes on, I get married to this person, I keep going, sequence of events, eventually I die. Okay? Now, at some point, these divergent timelines are all going to end. Boom, 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 boom. Done. Okay? Now I'm in heaven. And one of the benefits of being in heaven is to review all of the divergent timelines. And based off of all the decisions that are made in these myriad of lives, you have a general gist of how good a person is. And there is none of this, well, if my friend didn't die, I wouldn't have did drugs or whatever. There's none of that because all of the possibilities have all been played out. So there is a totality of your lives, right? And then you can go and jump into those and experience those things. So there's no regret. There's absolutely zero regret. You have gone through and lived out all of these different lives with all these different choices that had happened. Now, where's my proof on this, right? There is an atom. I'm pretty sure there's an atom, and I have to double check this, but there's an atom at a molecular level. There's things that suddenly disappear, right? So they're looking at cells and there's something that disappears and it reappears, it disappears and reappears. And they have no idea where the fuck it goes. They're like, where's it going? I propose to you, dear viewer, that perhaps what it is a recording mechanism that is jumping between the different divergent timelines and just checking in. How's it going? 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 Collecting, recording, storing. And that is the vehicle by which, after we die and the soul transcends to go somewhere else, that it has that all recorded. It's almost like your personal recorder, right? You know, I'm sitting here in front of a camera recording. Maybe this camera that I'm recording in front of, let's take it to that recorder level. Maybe that thing is a camera that's watching every life event, every decision we make, blah, 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 right? It makes, I don't know about you, but to me that makes life a lot more enjoyable because now, any decision that I make, I don't really fucking trip on. I give less than a fuck. I'm like, hey, I made this decision, I live with it. Because it's my hopes, and my belief anyway, that when everything is said and done, and I go to heaven, hopefully I'll go to heaven. Hopefully I'm a good enough person that, you know, I'll make the cut. But if I get to heaven, and if I can go through and experience all those different things, that'd be great. Imagine a parent who lost a child. Well, in the divergent timelines, the child didn't die. So they get to experience the joy of seeing what that child would have became, right? I think it's a message that's filled with a lot more hope and positivity than just, oh shit, I'm stuck, I made bad decisions in this life. I can rectify the decisions that I made and, you know, try to make better decisions and learn from those things. But, you know, I die on a linear timeline, that's kind of shitty, right? I'd like to think that there's a multitude of divergent timelines that we can go back and review and say, oh, dude, that's kind of fucking cool, right? Anyway, that's just one of my theories that I came up with. And no, I wasn't fucking smoking out, getting high, going, dude, you know what would be, what would be cool is No, it's just some shit. One day I was sitting around thinking, I thought, you know what? I think God's a better coder than just a linear experience. Done. Right? Come back together. Look at all the different shit you could have did. What would have happened if I would have dated that girl? What would have happened if I dated that girl? What would have happened if I treated her better? What would have happened if I would have punched that guy in the fucking face? What would have happened if I told my boss, fuck off and die, I don't want to fucking work here anymore? Right? We're presented with so many life-changing choices on a daily basis. It just seems that something that is all-powerful, all-knowing, would create something a little more elegant. Anyway, that's just my 2 cents. That is my idea on the God design. Chime in. Let me know what you think. See if, if you think I'm fucking whacked out of my gourd. You're like, dude, that's fucking retarded. Hey, that's why I do these videos, so we can have conversations. Right? Just like if we were sitting out hanging around drinking. They're like, hey, what do you fuckers think about that? You're like, Rob, you're a fucking crazy motherfucker, but I like it. I like it a lot. All right, so if you like that, I got other shit to talk about. Anyway, the cut and instruction videos, those will pick back up soon. I'm just waiting for some paychecks to pick up some more pig heads. After I get some pig heads, we'll be doing the Cold Steel versus Zombie Tools. That should be a lot of fun. I'm still working on the what do you call it? The Pig Sanity video. I have a review coming up. Some of you might have noticed the tattoo here. I'll be getting a tattoo on this side as well. The review part of that is this was a tattoo with no numbing cream whatsoever. And this will be a tattoo with numbing cream. And I will film that and record on it. And because I got the tattoos, though, that ended up interfering with my workout stuff, because obviously if I'm sitting here punching and I've got these tattoos on my hand, you're not supposed to do shit like that while they're healing. So the Pig Sanity video, I still need to shoot a few more pieces to fill it in to make it better. It's not that good right now. I want it to be better. I don't like to give you guys just fucking the episode stuff. I try to put a certain amount of polish to it and pizzazz. All right, guys. So anyway, if you like it, please subscribe. Tell all your friends. Whew. What a day. Tell you guys, it's been a shitty day for me today, but I had to get a couple of videos in the camera here because I like to keep giving you guys content and let you guys look at stuff and like throwing mud against the wall. So far, you guys seem to like the story stuff, so I'll start to add those in on a regular basis. Okay, guys, be good to each other. Thank you, guys. I appreciate the shit out of you. Until next time.